These days, every day seems like a holiday. I come online and it's National Hug Your Brother Day, Pie Celebration Day, Pink Awareness Day. I made those up, but they might as well be celebrations. Of course, there's Valentine's Day. Easter, for your fix on chocolate eggs and bunnies, which has nothing to do with Jesus. Halloween, one of the few top-notch holidays, unfortunately losing its popularity. And then there's Christmas. Highly overrated in my opinion, also known as hashtag going broke month. But in between and before most of those festive times is my favorite holiday of all, July 28th, the day of me. Others refer to it as my birthday. Some loathe this time because it's lost its charm over the years since youth. And I mean, when it comes around, we all are one step closer to the grave. But I am quite happy with me, and frankly, I think others should be too. It hasn't kicked off around the world yet, but Rome wasn't built in a day, and it's my hope that in the future, everyone will celebrate the awesomeness that is me. But while I wait for that to happen, I'm going to share with you what was so special about my 26th birthday. After that frightfully smug introduction, you may believe that I'm egotistical and self-centered. That doesn't mean I don't share great sentiment with my family and appreciate how much the people I love in my life love me in return. Because really, I believe birthdays are not so much a celebration of my life anymore as they are a celebration of the lives of the people that God's blessed me with. When I was little, Barbies and birthday cake were what I looked forward to, but they're not the things I remember now. I remember my 9th birthday being melancholy for the most part, except when Dad took me out for ice cream in the evening, and my 10th birthday, one of my fondest memories of childhood, was getting up early and riding around our property on the lawnmower with my dad. The year before last, I came to my parents' house and we spent the day together, sitting in the living room, talking, playing board games, and watching TV. These are still my favorite things to do any day of the week. Fernando always makes sure to spend way too much, but my parents have long since given me their time more than anything in recent birthdays. Except for this year. This year, Mom and Dad gave me gifts that I'm never going to forget. But before you start thinking that birthdays are all about what you get, let me explain that what they gave was more than what money can buy. I started planning my birthday in March of this year. I'm not kidding. I knew Fernando was going to give me a certain amount of money, and I mulled over and looked at all the things I could get with it. 4 months of budgeting and choosing carefully what I wanted to get, and I didn't end up getting anything that I planned. But I usually spend my money way before my birthday so that the actual day I could spend with Fernando and family. I had things picked out that I wanted to watch with everyone, and my mom always cooks me something special while Dad makes brownies because we all prefer them to cake. Well, me and my dad prefer them to cake. A couple months before my birthday, I asked Dad for something a little unconventional. He was preaching one Sunday when the idea hit me, the perfect gift. I had read several occasions in the Bible where parents gave their children's blessing for their lives, almost like a prophecy that God honored. I talked to Mom and Dad about it and asked them if this was something that they thought they could do, give me their blessings for my life. Like something that God might honor and fulfill for me through my life from them. Because I know once they're gone that making decisions for myself without their wisdom is going to be like firing a gun in the dark. They agreed, and when I came over that day, Dad presented me with a dozen roses and his blessing. He put one in this frame and made a copy on this scroll. Now, if you know my dad, you know why he put a copy of the same thing on this cool little scroll. I want to read to you the blessing that my dad wrote for me. From long ago, fathers have had the privilege of giving their children a blessing. The blessing was always more than a wish, more than a prayer, and only slightly less than a prophecy. It was a template for living, a smoothed-out path in an otherwise rough terrain, a gentle breeze to steer by, and a star to set your course. May God give you a home full of peace and obedient children. May He supply all of your needs as you rely upon Him. May God surround you with faithful friends, people of good character, who give you wise counsel. May He keep you far from the foolish. May those who bless you be blessed, and those who curse you be cursed. May you be a benefit to others, and never a burden. May God make you successful in all your hands find to do. May the Lord reward your efforts, and your wages reflect His blessing. May you grow in wisdom as you grow in the knowledge of His word. May God give you a long life with good health and much happiness. May the Lord's voice speak to you. May the Lord's hand protect you. May the Lord's ears always hear you, and His arms always comfort you. May His words always direct you. May His wisdom always enlighten you. May His will always satisfy you, and His beauty always amaze you. May you always stand for His truth. May you always protect His people. May you never fail to obey Him and never disappoint Him. Life always offers two choices. To obey Him is the right one. Dad. Of course, I cried when I read that, and I almost cried when I reread it, but nothing prepared me for Mom's gift. She couldn't bring herself to come up with anything more than what Dad had written, so she decided to do something else for me, and went up to the church the night before my birthday to record it. A song that's always meant so much to me when I think of both my parents, and I recorded my reaction to it as we all watched, and even Fernando teared up. I've decided to put the reaction video in the corner of the screen, which sums up exactly how I felt when I watched it. Here's my mom singing Lullaby, Goodnight My Angel, originally by Billy Joel.
Good night, my angel, time to close your eyes and save these questions for another day. I think I know what you've been asking me. I think you know what I've been trying to say. I promised I would never leave you, and you should always know, wherever you may go, no matter where you are, I never will be far away. Good night, my angel, now it's time to sleep, and still so many things I want to say. Remember all the songs you sang for me when we went sailing on an emerald bay. And like a boat out on the ocean, I'm rocking you to sleep. The water's dark and deep inside this ancient heart. You'll always be a part of me. Good night, my angel, now it's time to dream, and dream how wonderful your life will be. Someday a child may cry, and if you sing this lullaby, then in your heart there will always be a part of me.
best birthday I've ever had, obviously. Spending it with Fernando, my brothers, mom, and dad. They're the real gifts to me. So thanks for watching this sappy video. I hope you enjoyed it.